We're making it, y'all. We're making it. Haven't heard about Ruka and Tomo in a while. They doing okay? Yeah, they're chilling. Just so you know, like, not to be a downer. Everything's fine with Ruka and Tomo. When they are compromised to a permanent end, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not just gonna be like not mention them for like 6 months and then be like, oh yeah, they died they died in March or whatever. That I gotta at least be like, yeah, sorry. I mean, they're, you know, they had a good life, but they're... Why'd you say it like that, though? Well, because, like, this is not the first time someone's come into chat and been like, you haven't mentioned your cats in a while. Are they okay? Yeah, they're cats, man. They're sleeping like 18 hours a day. They're doing what they gotta do, you know? Yeah, most of the time they ain't got shit going on, which is, I have to imagine, the way they like it. You wake up before your cats? Yeah, most of the time. But I usually, like, wake them up as well. Like, when I get up, Tomo gets up from his spot and then just starts meowing at me. Probably he's saying, what the fuck are you doing? Go back to bed. Huge. Hold, 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 and hold again. If I'm up before my cat, I know it's going to be productive. I mean, it just... I don't even mean this to be like an annoying person. You can be productive whenever you get up, and it does. If you're not productive, I don't really care, unless you're annoying me. In which case, I'm gonna try to dress you down. I'm gonna try to make you feel bad about it. Hold on. Hold on. That being said, it feels good as fuck to wake up at 5:15 in the morning when you're up. Waking up at 5:15 in the morning sometimes doesn't feel good, but 5 minutes after you're up, you're like, I'm glad I got up at least. I'm glad I got up. It does create a fucked up situation, though. And the fucked up situation is, if I sleep in until 7, it feels like I've ruined my day. But nobody wants to hear you say that. Nobody wants to hear you say some shit like, oh yeah, I really screwed up my morning by getting up at 7. So you gotta just... I mean, this is just practice for, like, being a man in today's society to begin with, but you just gotta get used to keeping your mouth shut, because nobody wants to hear about your problems. To be honest with you, they don't want to hear about your problems. They don't care. They don't care at all. Fuck. Thank you. I know, I mean, I know what you want. You just put the jokes in the bag. Oh. Hold, hold, hold. Pass. The whole White House is fake as fuck. They don't care about me, Chiblee. They don't care. Have you seen the news? Hold, hold, hold. Hold, 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 hold. And then slide. And then slide. I think people in this chat are pretty accommodating. Anyone in this chat a hotel? You're talking like people in this chat are a hotel or something like that. OMG me. I've said this a lot, and I don't think it's annoying, so I'm not going to apologize, but I'm sorry regardless. Having a kid means coming to terms with, like, what elements of your personality were kind of, like, baked in from birth and what elements you picked up behaviorally. There's elements of my personality I thought for sure were, like, one of one that actually must be coded for in some kind of, like, genetic or epigenetic way. Because when I was a kid and I went on vacation with my family, no matter where the vacation was and no matter what the hotel was, the best part of the vacation was the hotel. The smell of the hotel. There's an ice machine. There's a vending machine. Whoa, this room has 2 beds in it. Different TV channels. Holy cow. Like that, I was always excited about that shit. And now we're taking my daughter to places and she's doing exactly the same stuff, man. We're like, you're not excited to like be at Disney World or whatever? And she's like, no, I just want to stay in the hotel. I thought that shit, I might have picked it up somewhere, but I think I think it was part of the recipe when I was baked, man. Doesn't even matter if the hotel's like nice. It's like a Motel 6 or a Super 8 or a Howard Johnson had like just had an exciting smell as a kid. Hold. The door between rooms was fucking sick. I've never played Zelda, so I don't know about that shit. Nah, you're real for that one. I'm almost like, I'm offended when I get a room that has a door between the rooms, though. Because I'm like... Hold. I'm like, I can't use that. I don't like when there's a door, because it reminds me that there's other people so close to me. To be fair to the door, usually you know that there's other people around you because they're watching their TV loud as fuck. But you put the deadbolt on? Sometimes. Sometimes I put the deadbolt on. But have you ever seen, and this is like, I think we're going back to like 2021, 2022 social media now. You ever see the videos of people that are like, here's how I secure my hotel room? And they, like, turn the deadbolt, and then they bring, like, their own magnetic lock and put it over that lock, and then they take, like, the chair from the room and, like, lean it up again. They put a glass on the door handle. Yeah. That's crazy. I'm, for my own sanity, I'm assuming that that stuff was just meant to be rage bait, but... I saw one time that was like, here's how I secure my room on the cruise, and I was like, damn, you'll never catch me leaving my room if I had to do that every single time. Like, if I had to disassemble that 13 dead-end drive Rube Goldberg murder machine every time I left the room, I'm not paying vacation money to go to, like, a Knives Out mystery, bro. I'll just stay home. If I'm that scared, I'll just, like, stay in my house or something like that. It seems like spending a lot of money just to be fretting all the time. I do want to watch that new Knives Out. I've only seen the first one, but if I could tell you something, I heard that the third one is good because it premiered at TIFF this week. When they made a second one, I was like, boo, get some new material. Now that they've made a third one that's apparently also good, I'm like, I'm back. Oh, what? Now that the third one's good, I'll watch the second one. So I can be ready to watch the third one after the fourth one comes out. Hold. I fucking liked the second one. We gotta bring that back. We gotta bring back aggressive swearing for non-aggressive statements. This food is fucking decent. That's a very Canadian coded sentence. This food is fucking decent, man. Fucking rice we do. On Funkin' Blow. What am I doing, man? What am I doing? What the fuck is oatmeal? Dude, I've been asking that. I guess it's just like... It's not called meal because you make a meal out of it. It's called meal because... It's like mealy? I don't know. Did I tell you a funny story, by the way? Oftentimes, after my stream... So here's the way that things work on Twitch, okay? Hold. Here's the things work on Twitch. I'm not having a stroke. Here's the way things work on Twitch. After you raid somebody, if you have your chat popped out, the pop-out chat goes to their chat because you raided them from there. So oftentimes, I'll be in Kate's chat shitposting. Hold. But I won't hear the stream because I don't have the stream open. I only have the chat open. So until yesterday, that had never been a problem. However, what happened yesterday is I was shitposting in Kate's chat, and apparently she said, "Hey, can you give me that leftover curry for lunch?" And I didn't hear it because I wasn't in her stream. What I did was shitpost in her chat a little bit and then go up and reheat all the leftover curry and then pour it on top of some rice and then ate it. And I kid you not, as I was eating it, I was like, damn, this is way too much curry for one person. Well, there's nothing else to do except just man up and tank it, I guess. And I ate it all. I ate every last morsel. Nom, 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 nom. I'm a hungry boy. And I didn't find out until like 3 hours later. She came down and she was like, "Hey, did you know that I said I wanted to have that curry for lunch?" And I said, "No, how would I know that?" And she was like, "Well, you were in chat and I said it on the stream." And I was like, "Oh, there's your problem." Just because I'm in the chat doesn't mean I'm watching the stream. Why would you ever assume the most obvious thing to assume given this situation? I have to put my no audio badge on, man. She had a sense of humor about it. We got a good, we play to each other's strengths. Like, we've reshuffled our schedule. She's not a morning person. I'm a morning person. We were idiots last year. She was doing school drop-off. I was doing school pickup. What the hell were we thinking, man? That's not playing to our strengths. This year, I'm doing drop-off. She's doing pickup. Everybody's happier. She gets to sleep in a little bit in the morning. I get a little more time in the afternoon to eat lunch or record videos or whatever, right? Do Pilates. Similarly, we match well. If we were in an RPG, we would be good party members on the same team. Because her weakness is lack of sleep. And I'm not really like I mean, obviously good sleep is better, but I'm not really that debuffed by bad sleep most of the time. My debuff is hunger. Hold. And honestly, she's got like a serious resilience to hunger damage. So we're like, our party's balanced as fuck. It's the way it works. Like, if we're going to the airport, if we have a flight at like, 6:30 a.m., so you got to be at the airport at fucking 4 a.m., I'll wake up at 2:30, take a shower, eat some breakfast, wake everybody else up, coordinate everybody getting into the taxi to make it to the airport. There's a trade-off. Once we're at the airport, we get through security, we find our gate, we're sitting down and we're having a meal. That's the trade. Give you as much time as possible for the nourishment that you need, and then you gotta fuel me up. After that, you gotta fuel me up. If you need both, you might be in trouble. Are you a front, side, or back sleeper? Masculine aura loss. I'm a side and front sleeper, though. I do have to ask something, though. DL Guiga, are you here? I didn't realize how is it that everybody in chat is flying first class all the time? That seems... everybody's like, oh, my company sends me first class. There's only like 20 seats up there, and there's like 300 in the back of the plane. Someone's putting on airs. Anyway, regardless, if you sleep in like the lay flat beds, in first class, do you have to sleep on like sitting style? Or like are the airplane flight attendants gonna like laugh at you if you tummy sleep on the airplane? Are they gonna be like, look at this guy, look at this supposed businessman tummy sleeping and drooling in first class? Would they be like that? With his ass in the air? I don't know, man. You're going on TikTok 100%. I mean, I'm already kind of on TikTok. I go there to post videos. So TikTok doesn't know what to do with me, though, because I still only get served one video a week when I go there to put my shorts on there. And this time, it was like a video from Kenya. And it was like, how to prank your fiance. And the dude was like, happy birthday, my love, or something like that. And he was holding flowers behind his back, and then she started yelling at him. And I was like, can't wait to see what I get next week. Shows me weird shit like that from Serbia. I love that. The world's a beautiful place, man. Thought you had a guy for TikTok? I got a guy making them. I post them. To be honest with you, it takes like 4 seconds to post 7 TikToks. Whee! You could just be saying whatever you want, man. How's the reach over there? I think TikTok's kind of washed. I think YouTube Shorts have eaten their lunch. I think the average North American, at least, of a certain age is watching shit on YouTube Shorts and maybe Instagram Reels. Hold, 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 hold. Wow. Hold. Are you the one who puts the filters on yourself? No, that's part of that's the content ecosystem. I don't have any problem with that, though. My content is your content, man. Doesn't bother me. Rip. What a play. And then hold again. Hold again. Go to the edge. You guys see they gave Slowbro a mega evolution? That's huge news. Did you guys see Pokemon Go Safari Zone or whatever is going to be in Vancouver this month? But I don't even play Pokemon Go anymore. Would it be insane if I just bought a ticket and just went just without even taking my phone out? Like just to walk around? Just to walk around and be like, I'm just kind of feeling the vibes here. Not people watching. Like I mean, I'm one of them, dude. I played Pokemon Go. I've got a Galarian Moltres. Oh. You'd buy a ticket to walk around? Yeah, at like an event or something. You do? I do. I mean, it was one of the best times in your life to play Pokemon Go. A game that incentivizes walking is when you have a child between the ages of like 6 months and 2.5 years who takes a at least 90-minute nap in the stroller every single day. I was getting my steps in, man. Like 2022, 2023, my step count was like off the charts. Missing those times already? There are times, I wouldn't say I'm nostalgic for them, There are times I would much rather go on a 90-minute walk and just push my child in a stroller than pretend to be, you know, Louie's dad or whatever, but... You can still walk outside? Yeah, but 4-year-olds walk slow as fuck, man. 95% of the time they walk slow as fuck, and then the other 5% of the time they like try to sprint into the intersection as fast as possible while like throwing your hand away. Hold. Huge. I'm loving this part, man. I yelled at my kid. I know you're gonna say there's never a good time to yell at your kid. This was a good time to yell at my kid. Let me get on the thing first so I don't fall. She is a wooden My Melody pencil holder. So you put it on your desk. It's a piece of wood. I'm trying to think of, it's about the size of. Imagine you took. I can't think of what it's the size of, man. There's nothing that's the size of this. It's about 2 centimeters. Is a 2 centimeter cube, let's call it. So 2 centimeters cube. She just had it. She was playing with it. And then she put it in her mouth. It's like the exact diameter of a 4-year-old's trachea. She put this wooden, like, stationary accessory in her mouth. And I went, take it out. Give that to me. Like, I put on dad voice. I went, give that to me. And then I hit her with a rhetorical question. I said, why am I mad? And then she said, because I could have choked. And then I was like, yes. And what would happen if you choked? And she would be like, I'll have to go to the doctor. I was like, yeah, go to the doctor or die. Never do that again. Go inside. I hit her with the dad combo. But for her own good, if I may say so myself. Because that one had to stick. Some of the lessons, I don't really care if they stick. I'll teach her that lesson 5 times. Like, she's gonna spill some juice, okay? I don't mind. Oh, you spilled juice on the rug again. Hey, we should really keep our cups closer to the middle of the table instead of on the edge. This one, I was like, you get one shot on this. Feels good to use the dad voice? Not really, given the circumstances, but this was not a time to be wishy-washy. Can't gentle parent that one. I'd really prefer if you didn't put trachea-sized objects into your mouth. I am a little paranoid about choking, though. And I don't even mean, because people are gonna say good, but I mean, I'm also like, if she's eating a lollipop, I'm like, you have to sit down while you eat the lollipop. Because if you, like, in my head, I'm like, I picture her walking around, getting distracted, and then like bumping into a wall, and the stick gets like shot directly into her throat, and like the lollipop gets stuck right in her pharynx or something. Like stuff that's probably like 1 in 500,000 odds or something like that. But if I may say so, again, stuff that is maybe partly environmental, partly genetic. My mom was really paranoid about me choking. Secondarily, hold. My grandma was even more paranoid about me choking, to the extent that she wouldn't let me eat popcorn when we went to the movies together, because she was like, you're gonna choke to death on the popcorn. And even as a kid who was scared of choking, I was like, I'm like 9. No disrespect. Like, sure, like a 3-year-old, you gotta be careful. But no 9-year-old is choking to death on popcorn. My God. Oh my God, we made it. But I'll keep cutting the grapes in half. Hold. Hold. The man out of the sewer? It's been a bit, too. It's been a bit. Isn't it wild how the real world doesn't exist? What do you mean by that, whack 420? Because I think there's a chance you might be suffering an acute bout of delusion, but there's also a chance that you're speaking my fucking language right now. Okay, Morpheus. Well, I don't think we're living in a simulation, to be honest with you. What I mean when I say there's no real world is like, the real world is like, okay, like, practically, for a practical standpoint, yes, there's a real world. But on a fucking type level, the real world is just a consensus of all of our perceptions, bro. It's not like we're all observing something objective and then being like, that's how things are. It's the sum total of, like, the real world is the sum total of all of our flawed sensory perceptions, man. Kind of interesting, right? Like, who knows what the real world would fucking look like if you had the eyes of a dog or, like, a spider or something like that. Nice try. Kind of interesting. It is fucked up, although maybe it doesn't matter at all. It is fucked up that we see things upside down and our brain reverses the image. We would be fucked if that stopped happening. Like, I'll be honest with you, one of the worst tortures, I mean, physical pain might be worse. I'm sure you could come up with something worse. But that part of my brain not working anymore, and then I'm just sick to my stomach all day, every day, because I'm seeing shit upside down, I would fucking freak out, man. I would freak out. I would not want to be alive anymore. Old. Our brain would fix it. Your brain, maybe. Your brain would flip it again? You're the GOAT for that one, brain. That's crazy. They did an experiment where they gave people upside down lens glasses. It took them about a week to acclimate. Damn, maybe I would just tank it. I could just, like, sit in bed and, like, listen to podcasts for a week or something, rather than, like, not existing anymore. The week might be a little boring, but once you're done, you're like, damn. Glad I didn't do anything rash. This is actually just, like, normal. Rip everybody else on the road for that week, though, because I got shit to do. Hold. It's fucked up because they gotta reacclimate when they take them off. Like, what are you complaining about? You got your study hours and you got paid $10. Hold. Are they still... Anyone here take a psychology class? I guess if you take a psychology class, they kind of force you to do it for credit, which is like, you know, and that's fine. It was kind of fun. That was like one of the few collegiate experiences from college movies that actually bore out in reality. When you are a college freshman, you may do psychological studies. That one's real. What I was going to ask, though, is, like, anybody here that's younger than me, or maybe went to college much more recently than me, have they upped the price? Because when I was in university, if you weren't doing it for course credit, it was $5 per half hour, $10 an hour. It's higher now? That's good, because, like, $5 ain't getting you too much. My university gave us 1% extra credit. That's an interesting incentive. I only ever did it for course credit, but... Hold, hold, hold. Hold here. What was I thinking? It worked. What was I thinking? I got a $50 Amazon gift card? That's insane, man. Are you guys with me, by the way? Are you with me that we're not filling out surveys until they pay us? Now, I don't mean this... YouTube, don't listen, okay? But there was a time where I used to do the YouTube surveys. Because if you're a YouTube partner, like once a year, once every 2 years, they're like, this is your chance to have your feedback heard. And I filled them out all the time, earnestly. Leave more comments here. Always left more comments there. My feedback was never heard. They always just did whatever was going to make more money, which has honestly worked out very well for them, and YouTube is still really popular. But so a couple of years ago, I said, fuck that. I'm not filling those surveys out anymore. I'll just dismiss the notification or something like that. I forgot we got to go like this. But otherwise, now, good try, good try. It's so insulting when, like, you get a survey and it's like somebody that fills this survey out is going to win a $50 Amazon gift card. And you're like, the sum total of the budget for the survey is a $50 gift card. Also, you're Amazon. There's no, I'm sorry, you gotta up it. If you want me to leave my feedback, you gotta up it. I want somebody to get a $250 Amazon gift card. Also, I don't want to give you my honest thoughts because some of my honest thoughts are going to be criticism, and then you're going to, like, contact me, and I don't want to talk to you. That's just, it's making more work for myself. Hold. I'll hit the... Oh, well, okay, listen. There is one exception. You always give... If you don't die or get sick, you give gig workers the highest possible review every single time. Similarly, every time you leave an airport bathroom and they have one of those, like, red, yellow, green buttons, like, how is this bathroom? I don't care how fucked up the bathroom is, you have to hit green. You might think if you hit red, they're going to be like, this bathroom's going to be cleaner the next time you're in it. It's not. They're just going to yell at the person cleaning the bathroom. The bathroom's still going to be fucked. They're always fucked. The person cleaning the bathroom is not the person that went into the stall, like, squatted with their feet on the seat and then shit all over the seat. Like, that's the traveler that did that. Oh! That's not their fault, man. You're blaming the wrong guy. Hold. Love pissing the little poo stains off the bowl. Yeah, I hear that. I do think, though, I think that the poo stains in public bathrooms have gotten worse. Like, when I was a kid, you'd get the occasional fucked up toilet. As an adult, and part of it is, like, location. Like, the airport, you just expect that the poops are going to be fucked. You know, people have been eating airport and airplane food. They've been drinking. They woke up after 3 hours of sleep. They've been in the air for, like, 18 hours or whatever. But even just in, like, random, like, the mall, the shits that are spackled to the bowl in the mall are, like, so much worse than they were in 1995, man. So you're saying it's bad diet? I think it's worse flushes. It might be worse diet, I don't know, but people were eating some messed up stuff in 95 too. I feel like it's partly like the low flow toilet situation, man. Which, you know, maybe the juice is worth the squeeze. I don't know. It's all the damn protein. That looked like it hurt. Could be, man. Could be. It is possible, too, that I just notice it more, because half the time I'm going to the bathroom now, it's to, like, take my kid to the bathroom, so I actually need to, like, clean it. If you're just a, you know, if you're a grown-up, and you're in the men's bathroom and the toilet's dirty, you're like, whatever, I'll piss on the shit. What do I care? But if you got a 4-year-old who needs to use the bathroom, it's kind of a different story. I've never seen a poop stain? That's crazy. I'm choosing to believe you, and I'm choosing to be jealous of you. Leave your house? I don't know, maybe they live in a place where, like, it's still a high-trust society, so people actually, like, flush the toilet. Like, when I'm in Florida, often, a lot of these stories come from Florida. When I'm in Florida and I open up a toilet to go piss, and there's just an unflushed shit, there was a time where I was like, maybe they just forgot. Now I'm like, 100% guarantee it's a gambling addict who was like, next person that comes, fuck the next person that comes in here. They probably don't agree with me on this shit anyway. They probably disagree with me on politics or something. So look at my shit. Look at my shit, bitch. I'm not gonna flush. Why would I flush that shit? I already shit. Why would I flush? If you don't want to piss on shit, it sounds like you're the one who should be flushing. Anyway, maybe not. I don't know. Could be. Oh! I don't look down after I dookie? You have to look down after you dookie. You have to look at your poop. It's your poop. I'm not even... Listen. It should... You should look at your poop now and then, just to make sure your poop looks healthy. At least, like, once a week, you should look at your poop. But also, sometimes it's just, like... Sometimes you just want to survey the damage, man. Sometimes you just want to be like, damn, I fucking did that. Crazy way to put it. I don't think it's weird to look at your poop. It gives you an idea of what's going on in your body, man. It's no grosser than what the poop was like 10 minutes ago when it was inside of your body. It's like looking at the debug log. Exactly. Thank you for that. It is like looking at the debug log. You might be like, well, the program seemed to work fine. Yeah, but I'm the fucking programmer. I gotta know what's going on. Look, this bitch just flagged like 60 errors when you tried to click that button. I gotta know that, man. That could cascade into something. Stop talking about poop. I'm sorry. You're an animal. Every once in a while, it's so funny that we're apes. That's fucking funny. Like Ham, the chimpanzee astronaut, that's my brother, dude. That's my fucking man right there. Were it not for the grace of God, I could be Ham right now. They could be shooting my ass into space, ironically, as a guinea pig. It's so funny that we're apes, man. That's crazy. It's insane. What do you mean by that? I just mean, like, most of the time, we've abstracted ourselves away largely from the animal kingdom. The closest we come to remembering that we're animals every day is when we're like, oh, right, I need to eat and piss and shit. But then, like, we fucking are animals. And not just animals, we're one of the funniest animals. Apes. Fuck. Apes are fucking funny, man. Cats are funnier? No shot. Cats can be humorous. I would say cuter as well. For sure, cuter. You know what? I think you guys have probably had a similar thought, okay? You know how, like, we see people, and we're like, that's person A, that's person B. Those people look different, except for Marcel Dion and HC Justin. And then, like, you see a dog, and then you see another dog, and you're like, those two dogs are different. But if you see, like, a crow, and then later that day you see another crow, you don't know whether the fuck that's the same crow or another crow. That could be the same dude. That could be a crow that, to a crow, looks completely different than the first crow that you saw. But to you, you're like, I don't know, it's a crow, right? You think there's animals that are like that for humans? Like, do you think when skunks see a group of people, they're like, damn, I can't find the dude I want to spray. They all just look like people to me. What the fuck is going on? Which is crazy, because we look like very different. So that skunk is pretty stupid. Whereas, like, I mean, birds within the same species are, like, functionally identical. I'm sorry, unless you got, like, a weird leg or something like that as a crow, like, you're just the crow to me, man. I don't know what to tell you. I guess parrots escape. Yeah, I could keep 2 or 3 different parrots in my head at the same time, I think. I'm not anti-crow. I'm a friend to the crow. I told you, my daughter is every time she gets a pastry, she throws a little bit on the ground for the crow. Not just this actually enhances my point. She doesn't say that's for the crows. She says that's for Crowy. Crowy is her crow that is her friend, because we've fed him many times. And who's to say that the 7 different times a crow has eaten some of our food, it hasn't been the same crow? Who's to say it? Maybe it has been. I'm not going to tell her it's not. "100% was." They're actually very smart? Yeah, no, I know, but we're in, like, different locations and stuff. I just didn't feel confident in that one. Like, I don't know if Crowley came to London with us, man. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he was up in first class, tummy sleeping. You think dogs can tell humans apart by sight? 100%. When me and my wife visit our friend who has a dog, there's no, because we don't look the same at all. 100%. Dogs are smarter than that. Cats, I don't know. Jury's out. I'm just trolling you. It's by smell? No shot, we're both using Lush. Nice try, dog. Gonna see anything at VIF? I wanted to, but the answer is no, because you nerds bought all the tickets to the new Park Chan-wook movie too fast. You already bought all the tickets. The showing isn't even for like 5 weeks or something like that. You bought all the tickets. Way to go. Now I don't get to see the movie, even though I think it might actually be out by then, like in limited release at least, but way to go, y'all. Way to go. What's the new movie? Who cares? It's directed by Park Chan-wook, man. He did Decision to Leave. Hold. Hold. Stop. It's not Korean Scott Pilgrim, okay? Oh! Decision to leave was mid. That's what somebody whose intellect was mid would say. Great impression of somebody with mid-intellect. Hold. 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 I think snakes can't recognize people. Safe bet. Safe bet. They just see that motherfucker with the clarinet, and they're like, that's my dude right there. Any second now, man. Any second. I bet it feels good as fuck to stick your tongue out if you're a snake, though. Like to fucking see, like, some shit that you want to bite, and then go... I bet that feels good as fuck. Yeah, what goofy-ass snake that goes like... something like that. Freaky-ass, quirk-chungus-ass snake. Ooh, we're doing a winky tongue. What's Quirk Chungus? Ah, don't worry about it. It's like one of the most hateful meme images I think ever made. It's easily the person who made that was a genuine misanthrope for sure. But I do think about it from time to time. I think we all know a few Quirk Chunguses. They're just living their lives, man. We all know a Quirk Chungus. That's fine. What's a Quirk Chungus? I don't know, like, did you go to college with any ladies who are, like, still talking about The Walking Dead? That's Quirk Chungus. That's Quirk Chungus coded to me. No? Well, not everybody knows a Quirk Chungus, maybe, but...